Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tanja. I'm a psychic medium, astrologer and reflexologist from Denmark. I have created 3 piles for us to look into your inner child. I would like to broadcast healing if needed. So make a choice. Pile 1, pile 2 or pile 3. I created a healing bubble that is ready to be downloaded and received by you when you say yes, when you are ready for this. It can be very powerful, so please drink a lot of water and allow the emotions to flow through you. Today, right now, when you are looking at this video, or maybe some days from now on. Normally the bubble is active for about a month. So, thank you. Let's go in and look at pile 1. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments. Let's get started. The card about your inner child is about communication, ignition. Here we have a group of young fairies lighting up each of their wands. In the forest, in the clearing at the forest, we have a transformative blue caterpillar, blue butterfly with caterpillars all around it here. The flower that we in Danish call the stepmother, and here it's yellow. And we have an owl looking a little bit discontent to what is going on. So it's it can be something about an envy stepmother, a firm teacher, I get from this card, I get that we are many sharing this inner child. Many of us was asked to put down the light, to turn down the light. It was too bright to shine in the surroundings that you grew up in. It's like that the fun stopped before it was even getting started. I get really a shy, tender soul here. So let's see if that resonates. North Node in reverse, so it's still something that you are dealing with, this inner child. something karmic that you didn't really solved, that you didn't really look at. So it's something about being ignited, being fiery, being spontaneous, being wild, being free. So you build it, an image around you of being the caretaker, of being calm under pressure, fun, charming, steady, but maybe a little bit emotionally closed. You can't even feel the fire. At many times in your life you can't really feel true happiness. You feel that it's just a service that you provide or a mask that you take on to fit in, to be caring. But it's on its way. See? There is a huge torch burning, flaming somewhere near you, maybe within you. Something triggered you right now to feel that inner glow. The flame that's bursting. Maybe bursting you open. Maybe you had a depression or something that happened where you kind of just cracked open. A breakdown, something happened for you to really feel and get to know your inner light, your desires, reflection. So you're reflecting a lot on your karmic situation, the environment you grew up in. Reflecting on your true desires, where you really want to go, and how to light your way through that. Maybe you withdraw a little bit from everybody to be alone in a calm place, letting your emotions speak, listening to your dreams, being awake at night, looking at the moon, being soft and tender towards yourself. Maybe you just achieved something really important in your life, in your career, an education, something that kind of lifted you up. Yes. This childhood brought you a lot of insecurities. You're not really sure if you were allowed to have fun, if you were allowed to speak up, if you were allowed to be noisy, if you were allowed to be corny, corky. So you chose to freeze your emotions and be polite and at service. a lawyer. Maybe you became a lawyer. Maybe you just won a lawsuit. But the first thing I saw or heard when I saw this card was overcompensating. Like really thriving to exude or to get really, really good grades, getting a really, really good career because of your insecurities. Maybe you grew up with a narcissistic stepmother. That a theme that you're still dealing with. Now I feel like I want to eat my nails, so maybe you've been biting your nails. This insecurity, like, and also feeling insecure, not paranoid, but a true, honest feeling of insecurity that stems from your inner child here, that was closed down in an early age. It's a really, really tender and polite soul that I'm here. A very caring and rightful. For you, equality is important, humanity is important, honesty. You could easily work as a lawyer. It's a sensitive and very strong soul. Underneath it all, it's a very, very strong and driven soul. Right now, a good question could be, what would I like to spend more time on? Really to reflect on what is making you happy. What makes you burn from within? Because honestly, you forgot. And when you set a goal, if you get a drastic idea, you get insecure. You procrastinate. 8. Maybe you have extremely deep projections going on right now about that everybody else knows exactly what their demon in the closet is. Everybody else is psychic but me. But it's a projection. You are. You were just asked to turn it off. Here we have Pluto. So Pluto in its own house, Scorpio. You could be a Scorpio with a Libra rising or Virgo rising. Pluto is here to tell you that it's your choice. When you make the choice to light your fire, your insecurities will disappear. You will not be afraid. You will not stumble on your words. You will know from deep, deep within where you want to go, which fights you want to take. The 8th house is the cave of lust. It's all our inner shadows, our deepest desires, our sexual bonding. Here I hear it as bonding. So it can also have been that your inner light was because of the evil stepmother dimmed, so that maybe you don't even know your sexual orientation, what you like in bed or outside of the bed, but maybe your sexuality also suffered from this inner wounded child. You didn't know how to express yourself. You didn't know what to spend time on. Maybe you should spend time on getting to know yourself in that way, to break the ice, to make your body expressing itself. Find a really deep inner motivation, an inner compass. Sexuality is so much more than sex. It's passion, it's drive, it's courage, it's life, it's the lust to create life, to break free of insecurities. See, as a kid, you were asked to remove your son, so you became Dr. Wise. There's a lot of secrets here. Yeah, Queen of Swords, the stepmother. I'm so sorry you had to go through this. Healing. So let's heal together. The first thing I have to say to you is you are not a bad person for having desires. It's okay. It's also okay to have cravings, longings, passions. And feel that what we're healing right now is the left shoulder, left breast, and into the heart. So maybe you have many injuries on your left shoulder, maybe even the entire left arm. And the lumbago is getting like really tense and sore, stiff and sad and tired. Right now they move to the Hara chakra to feel the yellow color getting orange, warming up the entire system. You see? You have been holding yourself up. You are a fighter, a grown man, an adult. Like you have been standing up for everybody else than yourself. When I ask if we should make a clearing of the connection from the stepmother to the fireplace here so that you could be more playful and proud with your inner child, it's like everybody here wants to throw in sticks and really make the burn go crazy. So just throw in all shame, all shaming, all restrictions, hateful words, and say, yes, I learned the lesson, now I will stand up for myself. I will be my own advocate for my own inner child. Because you as an adult can sit and watch all the kids throw in with great amusement and excitement and know that they will not get hurt. It's not dangerous. It's okay. It's heartwarming. It's releasing. It's tender, and it's care. It's caring. It's compassionate. It's so, you're so welcome to cry. And also, from now on, please see if you are holding yourself back also from going to the toilet. It's because my legs are like holding, like being anxious or trying to have control all of the time, even on my body fluids. It's not possible. You are allowed to go and take a pee when you have to pee. It's okay. Release. Release being nice guy Eddie. It's not necessary a stepmother because I see that you share the same hair color. So it can be a mother, a grandmother, but someone really influential that also kind of helped you get your education or determined, forced upon you her belief system. Of course, it can also be a father figure with a feminine energy, if we are reading energy here. Maybe the insecurities here have made you become addicted to some stimulants, because I see that what you are doing now is like reaching out for a light bulb to put inside of you as a fire. It's not the same. Stimulants are not the same as freedom or joy. Please choose the real deal. The sun, the higher vibration, the love, the security, instead of falsehood. Receive healing. Heal yourself. Maybe go to the woods, maybe go to somewhere quiet and nice. Or just travel within. This card is an air sign card. So it's about your thoughts. What do you prefer thinking about, dreaming about? Get to know your own desires. Even if it makes you uncomfortable and embarrassed because they're so sexy or naughty or fun. Explore it, dig into it, grow. So this inner child really wants to heal up and to get excited and to be and to make a difference in the world for justice. Yeah. King and Queen of Swords. You can be an air sign, or just try to see where are, maybe you have Venus in air. So you're like mental stimuli. Watch movies, read books about all kinds of subjects. The 8th house is also a very spiritual house, because it's like in the dark. It's like what are we afraid of? What do we desire? And here you have like emotions. So it's like some real deep running emotions. Study it. Maybe take an adventure studying psychologists, healing, meditation. The release is quite important. Again, my legs started to kind of wanting to hold myself, being in control. So when you desire, you have a lot. You have a lot. When you choose to open up for your desire, you will be a great source of light and humor and tenderness and warmth and loyalty. For the rest of the world. Feels a little bit like that sexuality was demonized in your childhood, and I'm very sorry for you about that. So here, when the autumn comes, remember to stay warm, wear wool, sleep with I don't know the name, but with the hot water or a blanket to keep you warm. Take care of yourself. Have warm feet so that you don't get cold. Right now the energy is moving from the navel and down through your legs. So you are receiving tenderness and care and warmth that will warm you up and will help you to regroup. Maybe you really have to move somewhere else to replant yourself so that you can grow. Yalla. Bye. I hope it resonated. Please share your comments and take care. You have a new beginning in front of you. You're going somewhere new, more healing for you to release your insecurities. Maybe you're going somewhere to find a new love or a new, love tribe, working together with other people, sharing the same story as you, helping people sharing the same story as you. Some really deep, emotional, juicy stories will be shared in this community. Thank you, Pile One. Thank you very much for trusting me. Thank you for receiving the energy. I love you. Good. I'm now grounding the energy. Connecting to the Earth's electromagnetic pulse to help you release some part of the control patterns. Thank you. Feeling secure. Bye. Pile 2. Welcome. We're going to look at the inner child from, I just got it, Learner, from Learner. So I don't know them very well. I read them intuitive. They have a workbook and everything. Of course, a book that explains all the cards. That is from known myths or children's books, fairy tales. But I read them intuitively because it's a study program itself. So, from the inner child, then I have a collection of all kinds of cards here from. It's not blackjack, but you know the card set with one black cat, and everybody should avoid being singled up. Everybody wanted to have a partner. It's not really necessary in these modern days, so I just use the card because we can be full and whole in ourselves, integrating our masculine and feminine side, or meeting a she, he, she, it. Doesn't matter. Sex, we are not reading gender. We are reading energies here. Anyways. So I have two of that kind of set. One that is from when you were kids and how you look now when you are older. So for some reason I needed to tell you this before we got started. I didn't do that with pile number 1. So maybe you like order. Let's see what we can get out of this. If there is any subjects or situations that needs healing on the way, we will do it. So I created a healing space for pile number 2 to receive when ready. Being very curious. Maybe having an imaginary friend. I see the innocence here and the peacefulness with the white rabbit. That is not from Alice in Wonderland. So it's not kind of tragic. It's not drugged up. It's not. It's a quiet inner child that believes in magic, who wants peace, who is curious about herself or himself. I'm just saying the gender because that's what I see in the picture, so change it if it's the other way around, if you identify in another way. This kid looks at itself and see something different. It's not more beautiful, it's not more fantastic, because I mean this kid have wings and this one has a crown made of flowers. Maybe you can as a child see into the future without realizing it, or being a really, really good manifester without realizing it, so that your thoughts became reality. I'm saying this because it's really using my spiritual logic, which is not a logic thing, but they said it's easy for this character to make its own flower crown. So maybe you could look into the future, or maybe you had a lot of time reflecting on your past as a child. Let's see. Happiness, being joyful. Maybe being asked to be the fun character, the one, the icebreaker. You see, such a difference. Something made you slow down and isolate yourself and take extremely good care of yourself. Like always being secure, having your home, having your own foundation, have food, being protected, not being too much in the spotlight, being nostalgic, wanting to go back. To the endless possibilities. Experiences. Maybe you see also two faces here and here. Maybe you were asked to put on your happy face so that the family could breathe. Maybe you took on the burden, and this is the most difficult job in the world, being a clown, because it's all about timing. And of course, the fact that you are hiding your emotions and that nobody can see what is really going on. That's why people find it so scary to watch clown shows, because you can't see their mimic, and they are doing something, they are laughing when they are hurting themselves and vice versa. It's the most difficult job in the world. It's such a hard practice. And it's underpaid. Let's see. What else should we tell pile 2? I hope it resonates. If you like the channel, like and subscribe is really important for the channel to grow, and I would like it to grow a lot. I like healing and storytelling and helping other people. So I hope it resonates for you. I hope that you found your right pile here, pile 2. The wheel. Feels like that you are opening up again to your childhood friends. Here we have the hazelnuts. Maybe you are actually allergic to hazelnuts, and then we know it's something that stems from the childhood. But here hazelnut has a new sprout. It's a very, very friendly tree, bush, plant. And it's time to change your reality. New chapter, new beginning, wheel of fortune, past fortuna has been circling around, and it landed on major shift. Break on through. Yeah. Living of your emotions. Making your emotions, your deep emotions, visible. Not directly, but maybe in a transformed way, artistic way. Like you are creating something extremely valuable from your emotions. You see? Your experiences, your memory. Maybe you are an artist, a writer, working with the fashion industry, designing, healing. Maybe you work as a clown on hospitals. It's a deeply caring pile, this pile number 2. So let's figure out what it is that makes you that frustrated, that you want to get in contact and heal your inner child. Masse. 3, communication. Flatter. Putting on a mask, not being sincere and truthful. Maybe you have been working on since ever in your childhood to learn to say the right words on the right time, to stay out of trouble, or to kind of avoid some really deep subjects, or truth even. Right now, you are leaving something. You want to come back. And you are insecure. So your frustration is you don't know how your future looks like. Because there is some kind of communication triangle. Maybe because you are wearing a mask, a polite mask, a fun mask, to avoid subjects, to avoid the deep truth of your emotions. Maybe you don't know your emotions. Maybe you dried up your emotions. Or that the lack of sadness, like real sadness and real joy, dried you out. I'm sorry if I'm like really triggering right now. I'm sorry, mine too. But see, there is a lot of emotions and abundance and new beginnings, new love, clear water, healthy new emotions that will make you, that will give you new wings. I'm looking only at the colors now, like I know I'm wearing glasses, but I'm like kind of blurring my sight. because you actually really want to make a solid foundation. The snail on its way to Spain wants to have something permanent, to become something permanent and vibrant. And honestly, it's okay that the only thing you can think of when you ask yourself, how does my future look? It's okay that you only can see a tree. Because this is a special tree. And you will know when that tree that you see in your from spirit, it's a download, maybe it's a logo, maybe it stands in your new garden that you didn't know existed. Maybe it's a library, maybe it's a brand. And when you see that tree that you had inside of your head that you are carrying around here as a little scanner, is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Then you know it's here. That's it. That's healing. I mean, Ace of Cups is a new emotional beginning. Here two people are in a boat at some leisure time in a park in New York with the angels watching over them. So how can we make the transition from the snail that takes so much care of itself to get through the statue here, also kind of a solid, stiff, dark, enclosed feeling, into this inner child? What is the transition there? Through language. What lies behind the frustration? Let's see. To transition from the Ace of Cups. That's a lot. My. This came first, then this. Yes. Okay. So we have passion, entrepreneurship, fire sign, female energy, fire sign, Queen of Rods. Knowing what you want and going, either going to take it or going to create it. It's a creative force. It's a manifester. Nine of Rods, standing up for yourself, having a break, maybe having a breakdown from the old structure. Six of Cups, nostalgic love, someone you knew before, maybe someone from your childhood. That truly knew who you were. Or maybe a soulmate that returns to your cycle. Maybe someone from a former life, if you believe in that. 8, you will meet through work, so work on it. Work every day on your goals. Knight of Rods. Just go there. Just go there. So maybe for you, Yeah. 8 of Swords reversed is to go through 8-8. To go through past the limitations, past false belief systems that you were not worthy, or that you have to be the fun one. You have to be the one cheering up the whole karmic situation. Allowing yourself to become angry. I feel anger. Green is the color in Chinese medicine for anger. And I see it as a straight line here, and what is actually... So watch what is actually triggering me, what do I don't want to do, what role don't I want to have. Ask yourself what you don't want. Get yourself into setting some straight limits. Like, make it clear for yourself and everybody else what you are willing to do and where you want to go. 9. It's not that you should barricade yourself, you already did that, but now you have to get out, and to do that you have to create safe spaces for you, which is through communication. Where are your limits? Test that. 10 of Cups, because it's there for you. Emotional abundance. It's so much easier to relate to someone who can set limits and be open and honest about emotions. See, my throat chakra is like, blah. So please do. Explore what makes you frustrated. Maybe it has something to do with limits. Maybe it's your own limited belief system that you have to be 120% joyful to be around, which is not the case for anybody here. We have to take note on the reality and how far we can go. And for you, you are ready. You want to go. You really want to go. You want to go and make something solid. Beautiful. So I hope that it resonated for you, pile 2. See you. I really had to rank for that long time, because it felt like that your old life is like over and you are ready for the new chapter. So thank you very much. I will now put in a little bubble of healing for you to receive now or when you are ready. Very nice. And the first thing that they do is like pointing directly to my heart, so that you feel your heart. Because it's in there that the truth is, in your heart. You have a beautiful heart and a joyful heart. So let's see. Maybe you are Taurus or have some really strong Taurus placements, because Taurus is a seer by heart. and it sees everything, all energies. It's Venus, so it sees with compassion, and that can be a struggle. Just know that everybody have their own path to follow, and have compassion for those people and for them, those in need. That's what they wanted to say. Okay. But right now you yourself need nutritions. You need to get something vibrant, clear water, healthy food, metaphorically speaking. So spend some couple of minutes every day to get into your light, into your heart, and turn on the light in there. It doesn't have to be a ceremony. It's just the intention to go into your heart and turn on the light. You don't have to be able to see it or to feel it or anything. It's the intention that counts, because it's a little practice for every day. Your nearest future. How does that look like? Where do you want to go? What do you want to leave? Everything that makes you frustrated. Ask your heart where to go. Every day for a period of time, ask your heart. And do it just on a short-term basis. And then allow yourself to eat ice cream if that's what you want. Or to make a puzzle, or to do a drawing. Or to just sit and reflect and see the beautiful reality in the higher dimension. Look at trees, get inspired, talk to them, ground yourself. Look at a tree, get eye contact, and learn how to ground yourself. Imagine its roots, feel them. Maybe you have been, I'm sorry, now it gets a little bit triggering. Maybe you have had eating disorder when you were a kid. So please go and enjoy eating something. It's okay. This little snail really wants to go back and eat nutritions here. Is so many nice plants to eat in this environment. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Balto. I will have a little break. I will have a customer coming for reflexology. So I will wait with pile number 3, but thank you very much. Hi, pile 3. I'm back, and I changed the background, the thing a little bit. Maybe this is better, so it's not that noisy in the background. So let's get into your pile. Maybe it is actually something for you these days about framing or zooming in, focusing on something. But let's see, you chose this very nice dog. Let's have a look. Where to start? With pile 3. The inner child. Ooh, the ancestors. 8 of Swords. Already now we can see it's a little dark. 8 of Swords is limited beliefs. Here they are framed though by light, sunlight, 3 birds, golden skies, golden clouds. But inside of this cave, your inner child is searching to get out. There are spiders and snakes. So your inner child feels trapped. And to help you right now, we have your ancestors. Very, very powerful. Very determined. With the increasing moon. I get like such a headache right now over here. So maybe you can relate to that. Whoa. Maybe you had an injury when you were a kid. A concussion. Maybe something happened over here. Whoa, okay. So please, I will ask for healing for this hit. So your inner child feels a little bit uncomfortable, feeling trapped, drained. I also get like really extremely drained in my right kidney. Balance, the Emperor. So you are somewhere new, I would say, in your life where you are taking lead to create balance. Kind of working your way out of this cave in an intellectual way. So maybe you are attending a psychiatrist or somewhere where you express your old childhood. Maybe you are even fighting a battle in the court. We have the scales here. Maybe you and your ancestors are working very much protecting misfortunate kids, speaking up for the kids' rights, children's rights. Boredom. They tell me that as a kid you never really understood the rules of the society or the need of all adult regulations and behaviorisms. You never ever actually understood these limited belief systems. You faced it head on. And you were an inspiration for others. You have been leading a lot of other kids and adults on their way to equality. Because if anything was draining, it was fear of how do I say this in English? Not matching up. I mean, you're such a unique person. So just the idea of blending in to the crowd or staying in the dark, or yeah, maybe I could call you an anarchist. Like rule and regulations really make you feel bored and drained. So as a kid, and also it's your inner kid who is always asking questions. Waiting for the entire scale, the world scale, to turn, like the wheel, the real wheel. Maybe you have been sleeping a lot in the last 3 years, contacting your inner knowledge, working on your psychic skills. Here we have a drum, so maybe the drum meditation has been something for you. Maybe you are a musician, maybe you are a lawyer. But this kid is looking straight to my eyes, head on. I feel this pile has a need to be an activist or a public defender, and spokesman for something. And for some reason this kid feels like a young boy, and this feels and this looks like a woman. But I feel that we could have a transgender or a fluent gender pile here. An active fluent pile. Fighting for equality, fighting for human rights, to express or to be who you are. But this is a very expressive pile. Also because you have documents here on each side of the table, but this one looks like love letters and emotions and longings, and this more like agreements or things you have to sign to make it legal. It's like it's been something that you have been working on for a long time, and now you finally kind of see your way through this dark tunnel. You've been standing up for yourself in a very mature and a very determined way. Like the society kind of taught us. That it's the masculine way. That is the authority. But here we have kind of a fluent gender as well, being the ancestor. So both of those are the same. Or the emperor and the hierophant. So here we mix the gender for some reason. I get that. So I hope it makes sense, because I'm doing this inner child reading as an intuitive more than anything. We have Cancer, so it's like emotions, family, femininity, deep sense of belonging and security, creating home environments. But also the journey within, through the dark side. Being free, being topless. Again, here we could again change. If we stay in the fluent gender, you could have grown up as a girl and then got a full top, so that you kind of got them removed. Being very, very proud, very, very happy with the new situation, free, finally. Finally loving how you look, how you express yourself, how it feels when you dance. Finally feel like dancing, going to the beach, maybe something you never did before, being there in the dark, working on something. With words and laws and genders. It's the same, just some years has passed. So as a child, you were very gentle, a little bit introvert. Just living a quiet life, very close to your senses. But really, you see her knees are totally red, but you know, when you had the chance, you climbed the highest you climbed up to the highest mountains, I heard. You were climbing and rolling around, or maybe using roller skates and skateboarding, and something that you did in groups, but something that you did by yourself. Also being like really entreprenant, like really doing stuff by yourself. And you became through that, you became an authority or a leading figure, an advisor, someone who showed the way, if that makes sense. Oh, we have one more of those, interesting. Pisces, very emotional, very dreamy. And here also I really love this, it's always making me think about someone who is taking a quantum leap. So out of the boredom being this specific gender from birth, you kind of got bored about that, and then you took the leap to release yourself. Very devoted. Very, very devoted. Very dreamy. Two of rods again. This duality. This sitting somewhere searching for something else. Daydreaming. Making agreements. Working with both sides. Respecting both sides. Creating unity. Balancing the scales. And through that you will get a lot of money. Because this experience maybe can become your job, or maybe it is actually your job and you are this authority. And the final, or the question is here, what has been your best decision? Here I look for the color, and the color here at the bottom part is like maybe it's only 3 months ago, or half a year ago, or very, very close. You know, this is the end of summer. Wearing a green dress. Here it's winter. Wearing a green scarf. So it's the same who just evolved, like massively. And I'm asking and contacting about what this healing should be about, if any. And I think, or what they show me is this really happiness, real power, real stability, real harmony, real balance within you. I mean, I can only see kind of your soul and within you. So then they show me chords that you have that is shining and bright. So I think if any healing needed, you can decide to say yes or no. I hope that the reading resonated with you. But the healing energy already working now is to clearing every cord to your family, and also chosen family, just people in your nearest environment, just to clear them up, because they look very nice and bright, but there are some, maybe a grandmother, maybe an aunt, but there are some who has a little difficulties understanding the transition. So we just clear up the cords, old whatever, we clear them up so that it's not a burden, and you shouldn't think about it anymore. You're doing a very, very good job. I mean, wow. Look at the transition from being a little bit introvert and mild, being like very happy and mild and open, with the chest fully open, and it's like the sun is shining, your happiness is shining through you, and this, from this to this. What a strong pile. Wow, I'm so happy you are here. Thank you very much. So let's just sit in the clear cord energy a little bit. It's so cool because it's actually yourself, the light from within you, that is clearing the cords. It's your happiness that will conquer the world, bringing justice to everybody to see. It's amazing. You are very brave, and the universe is very, very thankful for whatever decision you made to change your life, and maybe even your physical form as it looks here. Amazing. So we also take away a little bit of the burden from the struggle being different, showing the way. It's exhausting and burdensome. So now it's time to lift it off and to really truly become this light creature, dancing, enjoying life with all senses. They say that you fulfilled your karmic cycle. You took a standpoint that I don't know the word, exuded, I don't know, but that was you had a determination of you took a choice and a standpoint. There was a compromise. that you didn't want it to take. I mean, you didn't want it to take and go for the compromise. You wanted to set yourself free. And that's what you did. And as you did that, as you took that decision and you went through with it, you battled your way through it, you created your own destiny, that's when you ended karma here on earth. So now you are free to receive the gifts from Jupiter. You took responsibility over yourself and your body and your future, and you were determined, and you are willing to live with that choice, and to take that choice every day. You set yourself free. There's such a strong angel power healing through you now. So you're truly protected by angels, so that your light can shine, and your sensitivity. You are a very blessed soul. Thank you. Thank you, Pi 3. I hope to see you again. I would like to hear your story. What happened? How did you do it? How long did it take? And maybe you can help others sharing your story here. That would be so great. Thank you, Pi 3. Enjoy it. See you in the energy. Bye.